Today's spring thing is Bumblebee bookmarks. And the way it works is you open it up and take it and stick it on a page and it marks your place. You can basically do this with any design. I am going to show you how to take the SVG. If you don't have it yet, you can get it in the description. And I'm going to walk you through how to make the SVG into this adorable bookmark. All right, let's get into everything you need for this project. You're going to need your green sticky mat, your Cricut machine. I don't have it right here, but you need a printer. And I am using Koala inkjet vinyl sticker paper. So you're going to need the sticker paper. You can also get all of the supplies in the description as well. So let's get into this project. On a new Cricut Design Space canvas, we are going to just bring in our design. I am going to drag and drop it in. Once it's in there, you can click on continue. You don't have to do anything here. I already have it named as Bee Magnet. You can change the name and tag it if you want to. And it is on our screen. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and ungroup these. And then I'm going to go back and group just the bee. First, you need to make a duplicate of your design. Words don't work well because they are like your design is a mirror image of itself. So we're going to do the bee. You have this just be yourself to do whatever you want with. You can try to make it into a magnet bookmark or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to duplicate this group. And then I'm going to go up here to flip vertical. So they are mirror images of each other. Then I'm going to go over here to shapes. And I am going to grab any rectangle and make it thinner. I'm going to hold down shift while I rotate this so that it rotates correctly. And then we are going to align everything pretty much how we want it and then select everything. So you select everything and align, but for some reason, I don't know if you can see that it pops up and then it disappears. So let's try this. I'm going to try flattening these both first and see if for some reason that helps. It does not. I switched my design space into beta thinking that would help. It, in fact, did not. Cricut Design Space is being very temperamental and does not want to give me my align toolbar. So to avoid taking up more time here, I am going to go up here to my name and then go to settings and canvas, and I'm going to turn on a partial grid. And now I'm going to use that grid to align my bees and then to align my line. Now you're going to change this square to whatever color you want it to be. I'm going to leave mine black, and then we're going to select everything and flatten because we want this to be a print and cut. The last thing we are going to do is add a score line. Let's close that, and I'm going to hold down shift and flip my score line. And again, I am going to have to eyeball my center because Design Space doesn't want to let me be great. So I'm going to put that little crosshair right there on the line and then center my score line. Make that a little bit smaller because we don't need it to score all that length. And then we're going to select everything and click attach. And what that does is it attaches the score line to our print and cut so that the Cricut machine does not miss that step. Now we're going to go ahead and get this printed out. Click on make and let's fill the page. And I'm just letting Design Space fill the page for me. Let's see if we can fit one more. I doubt it. 5 is good. Click on continue. We're going to go ahead and get our magnetic sheets loaded into the machine. And this is the side that we want to print on because this side has our magnet. So I'm going to go ahead and load it into my printer. And then back over here at the computer, I'm going to click on send to printer. And it gives me this sensor marks added box. I'm not going to click on don't show again because you never know when a beginner is watching and I don't want them to be alarmed by this window coming up. Click on next, and I'm going to keep the bleed on, and then I'm also going to use my system dialog box. Click on print, and I am going to go in here to media quality, and your screen might look different depending on the device that you're on as well as your printer. And then I'm just going to print. The print is gorgeous. So now all we have to do is get this cut out. Now, if you notice, the lines are a little bit thicker around our bookmark, and that is because we left the bleed on, and that just gives a little bit of a margin for error. All right, let me get this printer out of the way and I'll be back to cut. So I'm going to browse all materials. Design Space is still not letting me search, so I'm going to have to scroll through here until I find magnetic sheets. Let's go to the bottom. Maybe it's down here. Yep, printable magnetic sheet. It is under other. So I'm going to click on that, click done. It wants me to load my scoring wheel first, but Design Space has been a mess and has not been able to detect my extra tools. So I might end up having to use my scoring stylus. I'm going to give it a shot first, but I just put that on upside down. Make sure you're putting it on with this little arrow pointing up to that left corner. I'm going to use my brayer to get it secure on here and then load it in the machine. And let me find my scoring stylus, which is here. It says that it detected it, but let's put that in there. All right, and press go when it's ready. It's going to want to scan, so I need to cover up the light. I've said this a million times, but it's really bright in my studio, and this allows the registration sensor to be able to find those registration marks without interference from my studio lights. So it did detect my scoring stylus. Now it wants me to load in my fine tip blade and press go again. Put my scoring stylus away so that I can find it next time. Now that it's done cutting, before I remove anything from the mat, I'm going to lift a corner just to make sure it cut all the way through. The reason why I do that is because if it didn't cut all the way through, I could press go again and give it another pass. So I'm going to flip my mat upside down and pull that off the mat. And it looks like they're still stuck, but they're not. They're coming off easily from the mat. So let's see. You can see the score line there. And the last thing you need to do for this project is just fold it at the score line. Line everything up. And give it a little pinch. and you have a cute little Bumblebee bookmark, and you would just put it on the book page and it sticks to itself.